Even though we don't really regard theft as a real act in terms of the global sense that we give up on reclaiming that money, when it comes to participating with governments, we can only count the money that is still in our hands, that we can still legally claim in their system. So when money gets stolen, even though it still exists, even though I'm sending another branch of the family after it to go get it back, it does not count as a profit. It does not count as an asset. It is not something that I can claim, that I can build on, that when it comes down to the simple math problem of deciding where will my money grow the most. Okay, in places where it's being stolen, it's unlikely that I'm going to consider that place a place where my money is going to grow very fast. I mean, there's some types of plants that adapt to, grow so fast that no matter how many things that come to eat it, it still survives. A money tree is not one of those plants. So, so that's not going to happen. I think we're back on track with mining in Mongolia. It's going to be a little expensive to get that started. I don't want to pull all of my money out of China because I want to mine in Mongolia. And if I don't have money in China, I can't monitor the process there and make sure that the Chinese don't steal my mines in Mongolia. They're not going to rip me off in China because that would really look bad on them. But if they don't have a relationship with me and I'm mining next door, they're probably better than Jews at coming up with a reason to take something from somebody. That's that everybody has to respect and say, oh well, that's the truth, and so anyway, we're looking for places that have we want to minimize this because it definitely still needs to be a special habitat for special people, but that's something that needs to occur. And as far as what's been stolen, we need to keep Russia from falling apart entirely or being used against us or showing up here at all and being an asset to anybody but me. So that's one place where a lot of my money went off the books. And there's a couple of places where books were just burned. Some of those places we saw it in advance and we pulled our money out before that happened. And there was just absolutely nothing we could do. And those areas weren't productive enough. Russia's a pretty productive area, whichever side of the book you're on. And so we can't really forget about that. And this area here, I don't know. There's probably going to be another big earthquake pretty soon. It has to do mainly with air pressure changes, water density changes, changing the pressure on the plates. And there are several things that can be manipulated to aim it in different ways, but there's limitations on that. And so that's stuff that needs to be considered when you're moving large amounts of money around. I'm not saying I won't bring any back into the United States, but my options, it's too little too late. It's not enough, and it's too complicated. Government is still too complicated in the United States, and that's another place, that's another habitat that needs to be depleted.